Hello gang, hello friends, hello gang friends. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this video finds you well. If you're new, then hello. My name is Jo and I do nail stuff. She does stuff with nail stuff. And the stuff she does with nails is done with nail stuff and stuff with nails. So today I'm going to take a perfectly good pop socket and we are going to make it better, hopefully. That's the plan, is to make it cool and our own. My own, not even my own actually, it's for somebody else. Anyway, I wanted to open this and be able to do what I want to do to it and then put it back without it looking like it was ever opened, which I know that bit there looks like I it up, but it's fine, we're going to glue that bit later. And then I realised, that you have to cut to get it out of here. So I faffed around with that for a while, and then I realised even further, I realised something else. That it's a swappable top, so I faffed around and managed to get it out without cutting or ripping into that piece of card. So breathe. Okay. I filed as much of the top off as I think it needs, and I'm going to put a base coat down. Probably not a needed step, but I don't know. I thought if I'm going to do something, do it properly. So we're putting a base coat down, which is the first base, and then I'm going to cure it, and then I'm taking Bora Bora and Beach House, and I'm going to ombre them on there, so I'm not going to cure this Bora Bora yet. I do go around the edges, and then I go on the underside of the edge of the lip of the top. I don't know how much of that kept in though. This was a really difficult one to edit because I thought, how much is interesting? I did 3 coats of this ombre. Obviously wasn't going to put them all on here. So yeah, I'm ombreing these together, which was harder than doing it on a nail because the brush is made for a smaller, area. So I think that's why I did 3 coats, because I just wasn't happy after 2. So I'm going to cure those as we go, and then, so I made sure that where I've gone on the underside here, my voice is funny, that I ombreed the side bits as well under there. And then I'm going to buff it because we are going to draw stuffs. I had a few ideas and then thought, draw them out on paper first. See if you think you can paint it. If you can't, I can't really draw, let's be honest. So I can paint things on nails much better than I could draw. Look at that little guy. Look at his eyes. He looks like he's high as a kite. So I've drawn that on there with some pencil, and then I'm going to go over it's a bee, he's a bee, she's a bee, he's a bee, whatever, they're a bee, I'm going to do obviously in yellow, but I didn't think that was going to go too well straight onto the blues, so I did white first. Most of the gel, these are Gel Perfection colours, which you can get at diamondglitters.co.uk, and you can use code TeamDG for a discount. Most of the colours go on, that white went on fine, it wasn't too see-through onto the darker colours, but some of them are kind of normal gel polish, opacity. I was going for sheerness, but they're not sheer. This one isn't as creamy and opaque as some of the others, so I thought I'd put down white first so it kept its yellow and it didn't sort of go dark. Anyway, you know what I mean? Yeah. This is going fantastically. So I'm going to do 2 coats of that, and then I made a decision that I later completely negate. So I've taken Golden Yellow, which is a glitter from Diamond Glitters, and I've poured it over. I'm going to burnish this into the tacky layer of the second coat of that yellow polish, which is called Miss Sunshine. I'm in a weird position, so that's why my voice is weird. Or is it? Maybe I'm sitting completely normal and I just have a weird voice. So I burnished that in and then brushed off the excess glitter. Obviously, I'd buffed the nail, so it didn't stick anywhere else. And then I'm taking Alaska and I'm going to do some clouds. I'm just going to do the one coat of this for now. What was I about to say? There was relevance. Can you remember? Me neither. Oh well, I'm sure it'll come to me. Or it was of no importance or value whatsoever. This is for somebody. So it's not for me, and otherwise I probably wouldn't have spent so long doing it if it was for me. So I'm taking Alaska and I'm drawing the first part of some clouds. I decided just to take it over the edge a bit, but not bring it all the way around underneath, because it's a very thin edge underneath, and I didn't want to sort of start putting multiple layers on there. I'm sorry, I can't breathe. It's because I know it's a long video and I'm like, oh God, I've got to talk for so long. And oh, have we got a lovers and a haters for you today? We do. So the clouds, I decided, what I had drawn on here, the second I started painting, changed my mind. So it's not actually what I drew out, most of it. So I'm going to draw a banner in between these clouds. I think the clouds are still wet, but you can, have flashed cured them or cured them if you like. This is going to be where our rainbow is. I was trying to get that top curve to sort of be parallel with a parallel curve. Can you get a parallel curve? Yeah, I'm going to say you can, with the shape of the pop socket. So that's what I was going for. And then filling that in with whites, we're going to do a rainbow on here. The reason I've done it in white, same with the other colours really, just with the yellow, just so that the colours pop and are true to themselves, are just true. And also I'll only have to do one coat. So the reason I've only done one coat of the white so far of the clouds is because we'll cover up our messy edges of the rainbow with the second one. So while I'm doing this rainbow, I've put the colours on the screen. Let's have an episode of Lovers and Haters. Lovers and haters, lovers and haters. Our first lover is Joanne De Lorenzo, name twin. Just the first name, not the second name. Wouldn't that be a coinkydink? It says, I love the stuff that you do with nails, the nail stuff. I love the green and yellow ombre. Actually, I love all the nail stuff, ombres. Funny you should say that, because our hater didn't quite feel the same. Our message was, I don't say who it's from, do I? Part of me wants to, like, hey you're a but, I don't want to be that person. So we had a comment from someone that said, oh, and this is a two-part hater. I gave them the opportunity to respond. So their first message was this. It says, I really love watching your videos, and though I was kind of disappointed by this one, I still listened and watched because your personality makes me happy. Okay. I suspect her opinion of my personality has changed somewhat since my final reply. But she did reply to my question. Oh, let me just point out, I'd run out of room for my rainbow here. And instead of making the last two lines really thin, I just added some more white so I could squeeze on the purple, which is Neon Nights. If you like purple, you have to have this colour. So good, it's so good. I think I might wear it one day, she says, about every colour that arrives, and still just sticks to the same old cherry wine that she wears all the time. But there you go. I'm now going over, we'll get back to, old I'm now doing a second coat of the clouds, and I'm now, you see on the right where the rainbow ends, I'm going to go over that with cloud fluff, cloud bumps. And it was kind of where I'm using the dotting tool, obviously where I've done the lines of the rainbow, going over them. I think I might have flashed between this side and the other side possibly, because the lines where you painted the rainbow stripes, when you run over them with the dotting tool, it's not completely smooth. So the edges were a little bit ribbedy. Is that a word? Yeah. a little bit bumpy. So I quickly got the sort of smoothness of the floof smooth, and flashed it, and then we'll do the same with this one. Have I got time to put her? I have to. Yes. Let's squeeze on her reply quickly. It says, I felt like these looks were too elaborate for easy, and most of them were kind of meh. She was, I didn't put any effort in, yada, yada, yada. I lost interest. Bothered me. Nay, it really bothered me that you destroyed a brush for that distressed look when you needn't have to. Blah, blah, blah. It made me sad. I don't know, have some Ben & Jerry's. It always helps me when I'm sad, and they're about as responsible for your happiness as I am. I did reply. I will put that on screen for you to have a look at. It got a bit long, but let me just tell you what we're doing now. I'm taking Foil-It, which is the Gel Perfection foil gel, and I'm painting on her, their wings. And it's a he, I've decided. I think because I've always had boy dogs, every animal I ever see, presume it's a boy. So I'm painting his wings with Foil-It, obviously the big one, and then it just looks like I'm not painting anything because it's clear. And then a little one that's obviously the one on the other side of his bee body. And then I'm going to cure that for 2 minutes. And then we're taking this amazing foil from Diamond Glitters, you guessed it. It's called Mermaid Life, and it's just, look at it. Look. Are you looking? Keep looking. I'm going to press that. I realised obviously my clouds were sticky, so I had to keep it away from that. Pressing it over the wings, and then in typical me fashion, I will rub and press for about 34 days. Just to make sure the foil's transferred, which it always does fine. It's probably ready to come off now, but, you know, I'm scared of foils. Even though I use them all the time, with Foil-It, they work perfect, but I'm still scared, okay? I'm scared, people. Send help. So I'm going to rub, and then rub some more. And then take that off. And now we have these kind of iridescent pearly, and you can't see it very well on camera, and it's really annoying. But it looked super cool. So what did we do next? Umming and ahhing. It's a heart. Okay, I remember. I'm doing another heart. I'm doing it in yellow. Not another heart, a heart. The first heart. I'm going to do it in white before I do it in yellow. Same reason that I did that before. And I was thinking of doing like stripy yellow and black hearts, but I thought no, just yellow and a black outline. However, the placement kind of looks like the bee's done a little trump and it's come out in a heart. That's what farts are called over here. No reference to any political administrations. It's as in a trumpet. It's just a glorious coincidence that it, you know. So I've now done the yellow on the heart and I've cured it. I'm going to just pour on some diamond gloss, of course. And I'm going to wiggle that around to try and cover everything, because I wanted to cover it and then, even more. Good job I was near the end of the bottle, otherwise I might have been a bit more stingy. So I've topped, I'm going to cure that, and then I'll buff it all so that I can paint and have a nice smooth surface to paint on. I do, which obviously where the glitter is, if I was going to do black stripes on top of that, then you're going to want to, you know, you don't want to paint straight onto glitter. That would look awful. However, don't be mad, I covered up the glitter. It wasn't going with the style that I had in mind, and I thought we've got the shiny wings, so I at some point I paint over that. We're going to outline the clouds and give them some little curls with blackout. I will put my reply on screen for you to have a look at if you want. It's long. Are you sitting comfortably? Perhaps get a drink, put your slippers on, maybe a sandwich, and you can have a look at it. You might want to press pause if you do want to read it. If you don't, it's about to end now. So that was that. I will get in another lover, so keep your ears and eyes peeled at some point before the end of the video. These clouds, I was going for... What is that? Oh. I saw an eye in the wing, but I was imagining things. These clouds, I was going for those kind of clouds that you see on tarot cards, you know, with the curly bits, but where I was completely not paying attention to which way up the pop socket, like which was the center and front, then I did them at the wrong angles and whatever, but they still kind of look cute. Do you think? I don't know, maybe. And I'm going to outline the heart as well, the heart fart. It's a little heart fart. I hate that word. Not heart, the other word, the F word. I'm very comfortable with an F word, and it is not fart. So I'll outline that, and I'm going to, do you see what I mean in the wings? It looks like there's an eye to the left, but it's not. Is it a reflection of my eye staring at what? No, it's not blinking. I'm adding his eyes. In the picture, I was following a picture. Hooray! In the picture, they are next to each other on the same angle, so side by side. But it was unintentional that they're not in mine, but I quite like it. It gives him that kind of, you know, when a dog kind of, what do they call it? Cocks his head, tilts his head. I'm doing it. Can you see? And they look a bit kind of like, what? That, yeah, I think he kind of has that look about him. So yes, I've covered up the glitter with 2 coats of Miss Sunshine again. I wasn't feeling it. But now he's secretly sparkly on the inside. So don't tell anyone. But it's kind of annoying because it messed up at the end when I cover the whole thing. Then it did make it a bit uneven in that area, but I think it looks better in the long run. I was umming and ahhing about doing it in the first place. Should have followed my gut. So now I have cured that, and I'm going to outline his eyeballs. And I'm trying to keep all the lines of everything a similar thickness. Just, you know, I didn't want super thin detail lines as well as thick cloud outlines or a thick outline of that heart. So I was trying to keep everything of similar thickness. I cured that, flash cured that, because I outlined his eyes about 50,000 times, give or take, and they still don't match. I did some black dots, and now I'm taking a smaller dotting tool, doing some white dots and making it so that it goes into the white a bit. Not the whole white dot isn't inside the black. It comes out a little bit. And then we're going to outline his little noggin, cranium. Again, sort of not a thin line because it wouldn't suit the style. Circles. It's 3 circles in this video. I had to draw. And his body, and then I do give him, I'm not sure if it's yet, I do give him a little sting as well. So we'll outline this, and then I'm going to, let's not jump the gun. Let's have another lover, shall we? Let's round off a lovers and haters sandwich with this message from Shirley Murphy McDougall. Is that not the most adorable name you've ever heard? It's partly the reason I picked this comment. Shirley Murphy McDougall. Oh, if she's not a 4'2", 98-year-old great-great-grandma who bakes chocolate chip biscuits, there's just something not right in the world. And LMSO, does that mean laugh my socks off? That's so cute. Anyway, she likes pink glitter. Didn't used to. Times have changed her. I know the feeling. I like pink stuff. I would just never. No. It's just no. So I've mixed some. Let's get back to this. I mixed some of the Miss Sunshine yellow and the orange, which was. I put the name on the screen earlier. I'll put it on again. And I mixed them together, then I added a bit of white, then I added a bit of black for good measure, and then I added some more yellow and some more orange, just until I got this colour. And I'm using that to do the same as what it looked like in the picture I was copying. And I think I really liked this part of it, which is why I got rid of the glitter, because I really wanted to do just that bit. I thought it looked really nice. So we've done that, just a bit on his face, and then a line going along the bottom of his body. And now we're adding our black stripes. I can't wait to start seeing bumblebees again. Summertime starts in 12 days, 9, 11, something like that. And did I flash as I went? I'm not sure, but you can always, you can always flash as you go, unless you need a wet layer for something for the subsequent step, or if you need to burnish or something. You don't really want to flash as you go if you're burnishing, because every time you flash, it's going to get rid of some of the sticky. So, but we're not, so never mind, ignore that. I'm adding his little stripes. He only had 3 in the picture, so I'm doing as I'm told. And then 1 on his big bumblebee butt. And then we'll add the stinger as well. And I can't remember what happens next. More stuff, I guess. We'll have to wait and see. How is everybody? You okay? I hate doing voiceovers for long videos. Oh my god, I've got ages to go. I'm so aware that I haven't shut up, and I don't know, I get a bit conscious. But here we are, I'm still talking. Oh yes, antennas. And a little sting. Probably should have left it like that, didn't. Carried on, made it a bit bigger. And then I did add some legs, because flying probably isn't a novelty when you're a bee. So he will want to rest at some point. Rest his wings and, generally just walk about and land on flowers. One time I got stung by a bee during a rounders match at school. Luckily it was an all-girls school, because I had to whip off my PE kit pretty quickly and run around the field. It's an helmet! So I'm outlining his wings now, and I did consider doing some kind of like veins through the wings, but I thought, again, that's not going to go with the style. It's going to be too sort of thin, and yeah, it's just not going to go. So we left them like that. And this is when I realised he still doesn't have a smile. And bees, I just presume, are happy all the time, flying around, making honey and stuff. What's not fun about that? So there he is. Oh, he looks so happy. Hello. And I wanted to dip him into this hard gel, but it was too small, the pot. So I just poured it, and then I couldn't see what I was doing. And I was like, oh no, it's too much. And I did want to just move it around like I did with the top coat. So it kind of flowed and didn't have any brush strokes, but it's so thick that I had to use my brush, and also I had to take some off because there was just far too much on there. It was going over the sides, and it was going to go down and get all in the sort of creases and cracks of the what do they call the middle bit of POPSOCKETs? It's called a something, I don't know. So I'm taking some off. This is hard builder gel, and now I'm thinking, is the gel polish and stuff eventually going to like crack under it? Because you're not supposed to put hard on soft, are you? Shit. I hope it's okay. Yeah, it'll be fine. Will it be fine? What do you think? Let me know. Yeah, if you've done this, or if you've put hard gel over gel polish, let me know what your experiences are with it, because I didn't even think about it until I was editing this video. And yeah, I'm not doing it again. It took forever. But I had spent a long time adding different things. You see, I've added some white hearts and some dots. I tried adding some stars, some galaxy stars, some other bits, and I just wasn't happy, so went with hearts and dots. I'm holding it upside down just for a second, not too long, because I don't want it to all drag to the middle. So he is a bit uneven where he's got so many layers on his body, so I'm going to buff the shit out of it. Had to get a new buffer for this. And then I'm going to just file, this is a Diamond Glitters 240 if you're interested. Just gently file around the edge, not so much that I take anything off, but just so it's not lumpy around the edges. And now we will top, and I am just going to pour the last of this bottle of diamond gloss over it. So now I've got soft gel polish, hard builder gel. Oh, well, this coat's fine because you top, you can put soft on hard. But I'm curious as to how it's going to last underneath. I think it's going to be fine. Actually, what I'm talking about, I've done this before and I've still got the pop socket, so it's fine. It's fine. But the hard gel, I didn't want to use my Gel Perfection Builder Gel for 2 reasons. I didn't want to use loads of it. And also it's a soft one, which is great because it means it's soak off. But I thought the hard gel will be less porous. Not that you really have your phone in water. So I suppose that wasn't really an issue at all. But it was mainly I didn't want to use loads of my Gel Perfection Builder Gel. So we went with this. And it's a bit runnier as well, so it's going to move around a bit easier. So I'm just making sure all around the edges are as neat as possible because I won't be filing again. So just making sure that it's not falling over too much, but I'm going to get the undersides with the diamond gloss, not hold it upside down for too long because I don't want it all to pull into the center of the other side. So keep turning it back over quickly. I could have done this after, could have done the top and then done the underneath, but I wanted it all to be sealed as one coat. And it's cured, and that is him with his little glowy wings. What do you think? I think it might be the cutest thing I've ever done. Now what am I doing? Are you still here? Is anybody still here? Let me know if you're still here at 26 minutes and 12 seconds. If you are, then thanks. I was cleaning myself and this, and then cleaning myself because I will re-disinfect all of this and everything before sending it off to its owner. And then I tried to get it back on there. That took ages. And then, what an idiot, realised I hadn't taken any pictures yet, so I had to take it off. Luckily, I hadn't put it back in its case yet. But we're going to, I want it to look like it's a brand new pop socket. It hasn't been opened. Oh my goodness, just shining it up there for a while. I then wrote a little note on the back. Why did I blur it? Don't know. It's nothing particularly special. Cleaning all of that before it goes back in there, so it's all shiny and not got my fingerprints all over it and my germs. Not that I have germs, but you know, pandemic life and such. So I've slid it back into there, and then I'm going to reseal this because this isn't where it tells you to open it, so it might never be realised that I've ripped it open. Well, of course it will, because how would I have got into it otherwise? But I'm going to use nail glue. Do you remember all those stories about the things people had used nail glue to fix, and someone had used it to fix a tooth or something? Had a prosthetic tooth that had been broken and she would glue it back every few days. So when if you have any funny stories about what things you fixed with nail glue that you haven't yet told me, please let me know because I love them. I've popped it back in there and I'm just shining it up again with a dry lint wipe. I will make sure it's all disinfected and clean before I send it off. If you would like one of these custom pop grips that look like it's from PopSockets, then now you know how to make one. Did you think I was going somewhere else with that? No. Let me know if you do something like this. I'd love to see it. Oh, bye, Mr. B. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel where I do stuff with nail stuff on nails. It's madness. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye.